Okay, so I've just done a quick check. There used to be the option that you can use this on the free version, where you can create your own, they call them GPTs. You can create your own little admin agents, whatever you want to call these guys. Unfortunately, it seems like only the pro users, or the enterprise users, but mainly the pro users, do have access to the GPTs. If you click on the GPT side and you go into Explore, you'll see they do have pre-built ones. These are built either from community or they actually built them themselves. Go through all of these. Some of them are quite nice and easy to use and do help out. But however, some of them are linked that you must have a paid service with, like Dolly as an example. So you must have an existing paid service. Some of them do offer the free side, but the free side is definitely limited on it. Basically, the GPT itself, on the top left here, you have your own ones. I have already created quite a few. You'll go to the create button side, create your own one. With the update that they've done recently, you can use AI to make your own. You just use this over here. I'll do a separate video on that one there to go through how that's actually done. So on this one here, we're going to do a manual one. So you'll get into the configure side. And on the configure side, it'll give you all the details you need to put inside your name, description, instructions, conversation starters, any knowledge files you want to upload. We'll go into detail with this. I have done a document with step by step, which I'll add to this post itself that you can take a look at. So you'd want to just start off by adding a few things onto this, which I will start. You can upload a photo. I'm not going to do one today for this one. Name your GPT. What I'm going to do is, for this session, we can actually do one on what I found very helpful for myself is to create content. So we're gonna make a little content agent, which will help us to speed up that process, especially if you're doing like a Facebook post or an Instagram post or something on LinkedIn. So it saves quite a lot of time. So we're gonna go ahead and do this over here. Let me just show you the Word documents I've got. So on this here, it'll go through and I'll give you steps on all of that. And then the one that we're going to build today, I've actually got the breakdown on it, on what we'll be telling the agent to actually do. You can use this one here, or you can actually make your own one up, edit this one, see how it goes. So we're just going to jump in and make our own one. Alright, let's just add this as content generator. A quick description on this. Okay. Instructions. So this section over here is how you break down and you tell the agent itself what exactly you want it to do. So you give it its like special instructions. So in this session, we're just going to jump in here and copy this piece. Quite a big one. Okay. Right there. Copy that across. Paste that into there. Right. Conversation starters. Conversation starters is if you go into your actual agent over here, there's like a shortcut button that it's mainly just for speeding up whatever you need to do. So you don't have to fill it out. It's not a big deal. But you could say something like see if I've got there we go, it's actually this section here. So what we can do over here is put this example in, copy that across, and then into there. So when you open up your agent itself, you'll see on the agent, just above the chat section, where you're going to tell it exactly what to do, it comes up with this little button over here. So that'll add in, you just click on it and then it'll actually come in on this section here, just saving time, so that you can generate as per whatever your requirements are. Knowledge files is if you want to give it more context as to what you're going to be writing about. Maybe you're going to have like a business profile, which it gives it a bit of background on your business profile. So that could be a Word document, or if you're doing like a product of some sort, you maybe want to give it pricing on your different products, so you can reference that. So perhaps you might build yourself a little GPT that helps you search for pricing. You might have quite a large database on pricing. So you'll add it into your files and you could say to it, give me a quick price on X, and that'll give you a quick price. It helps if perhaps you might be on the phone, or one of your sales guys might want to use something like this just to help get the quotes out faster. That's another option you can test. Recommended models. If you want to choose which your flavor is, 4 is not a bad one, but 5 thinking is also good, but just let it do its own business and carry on. Capabilities. This section here is if you wanted to have web search available, or canvas, or image generation, code. Coding is more if you're writing codes or you're doing vibe coding and you want to work with something like that, so we won't get into details on that section over there. That's the basic of it. So you've got this up and running. This section here, you can test it. So we've got the content generator over here with our little button. So if you go ahead and push on this button, nothing's going to happen until you go up to the create side. So once you've created, ask only me, anyone with a link, so you can share it out to whoever you want to. You can add it to the store. I'm just going to have it with anyone with a link. Let's save that over there. Okay, there you can copy it if you want to. Let's go into View GPT. Right, so like I say, this little button here, if you push it, it's just going to run with a funny, informative, one-two story about the following topic, which it should have actually let us use the topic side, so we can edit that one out in a second. Just skip that. Let's go back and change that. So what you've got here on your content generator is it'll come to the left-hand side here in your Explore menu. Let's just go back into Edit. Okay, so it'll tell you itself, it'll ask you for the topics itself. So that's one way of doing it. So like I say, this section you can edit out and change it a little bit. But what's nice, it does actually ask you for the topic itself. So let's just give it a go again. Let's hit that and give it some time. I see it's on mini thinking, so it takes a while. And he's there at notes because of that reference that you put in there, the information side on the agent, telling it what to do. It won't just generate rubbish, it's going to ask you. But yeah, I think don't use the thinking mini. Looks like it's taking 3 days. Okay, so I think don't use the thinking mini. Generally, it should be quite a quick thing, this. Okay, eventually. And then something went wrong. That's really great. Alright, let's go in. Just want to delete. Okay, so on this side over here, you can expand it. Let me just close that there. You can go into this section just to expand and see what's going on. So you're giving it an objective, what it is. Let's go through this here. I'm going to waste your time by going through the whole thing. And you'll see the configuration that we are using. This here we don't need. Copied a bit too much on that. Right. So there we are happy with. And then I want to change this and just use GPT-4. That's quite a fast one. That works very nice. Then on this here, okay, let me start again. Okay, so we've got basically everything configured. We've got our name, description, the instructions. Going to use GPT-4 on this. Web search you can enable if you'd like it to search the web first. Takes a little bit longer. It's not necessary, but sometimes it might pull some extra information on whatever your request might be. So on that there, we can update this again. And let's go give it a test try. UGPT. Right, we're going to give it this content over here first. Now, we haven't given it a topic as yet, so it'll probably come back and just ask us for a topic. Right, so ask us for a topic. So over here, I'm going to say, like for my business, I'm going to ask it for I'll do a promotion on a 5 kilowatt solar PV system. Promotion. Alright, let's see what he comes up with on this. Okay. Now this is where on our instructions, the way we've structured our instructions on the GPT, and we've said to it we want a Facebook post. So it's gone with a funny Facebook post, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So here's your content that you can start working on. There's the informative post as well. So you get the drift of it. It just comes up with a whole bunch of content that you want to go with. And once you've got this guy set up and you know how to use it, it can save you a ton of time. So there we go. I think that's the gist of the video. Just a quick update on making these little GPTs on the side here. Use your imagination. Like I say, there's a lot you can do. A lot of people overlook this. And there is the explore option where you can go in and you can take a look at these other guys. So just bear in mind, a lot of it links to a third-party tool. Some of it is paid. So just keep an eye on that over there. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this quick one. Hope you have a lovely day further.